Determine f601 of x for the function f of x equals sine of x. So since our f of x is sine of x, our first derivative is cosine x. Our second derivative is negative sine x. Our third derivative will be negative times the derivative of sine x, which is cosine x. Our fourth derivative, the derivative of negative cosine x, will be negative times the derivative of cosine, which is negative sine. A double negative gives us a positive, and it returns back to sine x again. And what that means is that it will repeat through that pattern of derivatives once again. And the fifth derivative will be just like the first derivative and be cosine. The sixth derivative will be just like the second derivative and be negative sine. And the seventh derivative will be just like the third derivative and be negative cosine. By the eighth derivative, we'll return back to sine again. As a matter of fact, we can generalize this to every fourth derivative. So I can write that as 4n of x will be equal to sine of x, where n equals to a positive integer. So every fourth derivative will be sine of x. Now we're going to use that idea to get us to the 601st derivative instead of actually taking 601 derivatives. What we want is the 601st derivative of x. 601 is not divisible by 4. However, 600 is. And so we can write this as the 600th derivative and then take one more derivative by putting a prime out there. Now that means the 601st derivative. The 600th derivative is divisible by 4, and therefore it will have returned to a sine function. And so you can put a sine function in there, and we just need to take the derivative of that, and the derivative of sine goes to cosine, and there's our 601st derivative of that f of x equals sine x.